everybody. Welcome back once again to the Nerdbot Podcast. I'm Anthony Ayala, your host for the Nerdbot Podcast, presented by Nerdbot Media. With me, I have a wonderful group of people. To my left, I have Gabriel Flores. Gabriel, how you doing?
Good. How you doing today?
I'm excellent. I'm excited that you're our second guest on this show.
Awesome.
Yeah, so are you excited?
I'm very excited.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for making it out for us.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, next to you, I have seated Mr. Frankie Obe.
Good evening. It's almost turkey time.
Ooh, the force is with your turkey?
Yes.
Or is your turkey being prepared at the moment for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I like it on the dark side, so.
Oh, I see that. You're a cheater. That's cheating. You gotta eat the white. You have to eat the white meat of the turkey too. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, everybody. Jaime T.
Hi there. Colt 45 works every time.
I didn't even know they were still around. They are still around, right? They still sell it. Yeah, the Cobra one's around too. What's King Cobra?
King Cobra.
Yeah.
That's still around too. You can still get that. I've seen that on the shelves.
I haven't seen Mad Dog 2020 in
You know what? We're gonna have to
No,
stop
it's
the
still there.
podcast and then go get some.
Yeah,
go
Mad
get some of
Dogs.
that.
Gross.
And joining us today, also for the first time, is Miss E from Miss E's Treats. You've also probably seen her on the Nerdbot videos.
Hi, guys.
welcome for the first time as well.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here and taking time out of your wonderful videos to be here with us. Grace
Yeah.
with your presence.
Taking a break from baking and everything.
Yeah, I can fit you guys in,
And
just a little
drinking.
bit.
And super quick, I wanted to mention that there's an upcoming event hosted by Nerdbot. You can check it out at nerdbot.com and also on facebook.com/nerdbotmedia. And you can probably find information about it on Instagram too, at nerdbotmedia. This event that's coming up is the Mos Eisley secret event that we're having for Nerdbot. It's a cosplay event, so you have to be in cosplay. It's a very limited entry for this. Everybody on this podcast, at least, as far as we confirmed 5 minutes ago, is going to be here for that event. And
No droids allowed.
Yeah, no droids allowed. Jaime always makes sure to punctuate that in.
Wow.
I feel some kind of prejudice on that side of the table for
Droids aren't
droids.
people, that's why.
Wow,
That's not nice.
They
that
are
is
not
not.
people.
That's not nice at all.
They are if you love them.
Yeah,
I want to see their citizenship.
You look into that droid that's in front of you right there and say, "You are not a person."
Mascot.
I can't do it
You
because
see
I
it?
have a soul.
You
I
see
can't
that?
do
Wow. So I don't even know what that is. Well, you can judge Jaime T for yourself at the event. He's going to be there. Just confirm that the 501st are going to be there. Correct, sir?
Yes.
All right. That's not. Look at that. We got confession on the
Yeah.
tape right here. You're
Watch out, Rebels.
He's gonna break my computer. Yeah. So that's gonna be coming up. Can I give the date away? I can give the date away. It's December 12th. All right. So. So make sure you get in contact with Nerdbot. There's a lot of people already clamoring trying to get in, so make sure you try to get through to Nerdbot any way you can. Like I said, Facebook, Instagram, email at nerdbot.com, so make sure you just check it all out. Moving forward, Frankie has some kind of like inside scoop on what's going on at Disneyland right now. So the Force has taken over Tomorrowland.
Yes. Yes,
And
it has.
instead of being tomorrow, it's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Yes, it is. It's more of a reskin of Tomorrowland. You have Hyperspace Mountain, which in the ride, ironically, you jump into light speed, not hyperspace. It's fun. It's a new version of the Space Mountain. So in October they do Ghost Galaxy.
Yeah.
And that's where they transition to a spooky place. I didn't really like it. It's too dark for me, but this one was more...
You got scared?
I got scared. I rode that with my niece, with my little cousins and stuff, and they were like, dude, why were you trembling? I'm like, that shit was scary, bro.
Oh, man.
But this one was fun. It was cuddly. I mean, there was Admiral Akbar's there, and there was a squadron of the squadron of TIE fighters too, but a squadron of X-Wings. It was cool.
Nice. And
Yeah.
did you buy anything?
A goddamn BB-8.
Of course.
It was. They were expensive. And
The one that rolls around and you control it with your
No.
iPhone kind of thing, or
no, it's a sipper.
it's always. I love. This is why I love Frankie, because like
And that was like
he
$80.
gives me a gem of a detail, and then it's like you just ask for that just little bit of detail more, and it's like it's a sippy cup.
Well, no, that's what it's called. When you buy it, you say BB-8 sipper.
All right.
'Cause you have to-
whatever you have to say to justify it.
Oh, there's also a badass TIE Fighter popcorn holder, and that's $20. $20 too much, but I want it.
What were you gonna
But
say?
you'd rather have the BB-8 sippy.
I'd rather have the Baby 8 sippy.
Yeah, so
Yes.
you spent $30 on a sippy cup.
16.
So, excuse me, 16 on a sippy cup when you could have spent, I don't know, to get $30 on something actually really cool, but you bought an alcoholic beverage holder.
I bought a yes. That's
It's not intended for alcohol, but you will use it.
Oh, excuse me, my bad. I'm sorry. When I hear the word sippy cup, I think alcohol.
I will be
My
sipping
bad.
alcohol.
You hear
out of it.
cup and you think alcohol.
I am the Nerdbot drink girl.
That
I
is
mean,
true.
like, definitely, my bad.
Gabriel, when's the last time you've been to Disneyland to see the anything for Star Wars?
Sometime at the beginning of the year.
This year? Or
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't go
Oh, wow.
to the opening of this season of the Force thing because I was really busy doing Lucasfilm stuff. So
Oh,
Okay.
shoot.
What?
Lucasfilm
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Elaborate, please.
yeah, basically for the movie release down at the Chinese Theater.
Oh no.
We have a lot of the stormtroopers, the new stormtroopers from the movie, who will be there at the red carpet premiere.
I should-
So
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago, Lucasfilm asked the Rebel Legion, the good guys, to build costumes
What?
to have pilots out there too. So
That's awesome.
My shop's been pretty busy building pilots.
I forgot to mention that Gabriel is from the 501st
Legion,
Legion.
and the Rebel Legion.
and the Rebel Legion.
Wait. Both?
Both.
Yes, he's both.
clubs. Yeah, so I'm the charity rep for
Moonlighter.
all of the Southern California garrison.
Oh wow.
And I'm the executive officer for all of the Rebel Legion Sunrider base.
Frankie, bow down. Can you bow down, please?
I am, but
Well, it's amazing to have you here. I'm really thankful again that you're here.
Oh, wow.
And
Thank you for
Frank,
having me.
we're definitely going to want to hear your story right now. And then at the end of that, Frankie's going to prod you for questions about cosplay because we all definitely need a lesson in cosplay, obviously. So go ahead. Can you let us know about some of the charity work that you've done?
No, we do charity work all the time. I mean, people dress up once a year for Halloween. We dress up almost every day. So we do
wow.
hospital events,
Whoa.
orphanages, social services. We have a lot of them coming up for Christmas where we feed the homeless kids and give out gifts to kids
That's
who don't normally
wonderful.
get gifts. We're
That's cool.
constantly doing something.
That's amazing.
You
You're,
see-
you're making Elicia ovulate right now.
No, seriously, that is so beautiful. Like, that's such a beautiful thing. Like, it is.
That is, it's a wonderful.
It
I
is.
actually went online to see. You guys were actually, or the organization was mentioned in a news segment, right, on ABC, I think.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, I got to see that. I got to see some of the main guys that are part of your that are part of the Legion. One of them one of the things that caught my eye is that he has an impressive Star Wars Lego collection.
Oh
I don't know who that is, but I know who that is.
Lego guy.
Yeah, total. That's my Lego input there.
Plug.
What were you gonna say, Frankie?
I was gonna say, crap, I forgot. But yeah, I was gonna say, bad guys can do good things too.
Oh yeah, well it should be mentioned that
It's usually a trick, though.
Yeah,
So-
the 501st Legion,
501st.
the 501st. I'm still new to saying it. They all dress up as troopers, whether I've seen Clone and Storm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Correct?
so it's normally all the bad guys. Any of the
Okay.
bad guys from the movie is the 501st, and
Nice.
any of the good guys is the Rebel Legion.
Okay, there it is.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. How long have those organizations been around, and when did you first get involved in that?
The organization has been around over 15 years,
Wow.
and I've been a part of the 501st Legion for 3.5 years,
Wow.
Oh wow.
and the Rebel Legion for 2.5 years.
How did you hear about it?
I've always known about it, just being a Star Wars fan, knowing what they do, and they have like the best costumes, and they're all volunteers, and they all do charity work. It's just something I've always wanted to be a part of, and
That's
I
really
just
sweet.
started doing it.
Amazing. That's really great. And your love for Star Wars, how did you get sucked into the vortex?
Well, I've been a hardcore Star Wars fan since forever, since I was born. My mom and my dad were really into it. I'm basically an all-around nerd, so
All right.
I mean, Star Wars. I live, breathe, eat Star Wars.
Nice.
Oh, wow,
It's
that's
what I
awesome.
So
do
you wake
every
up
day.
in the morning, you eat the Star Wars cereal that they sell right now
With the Pop-Tarts.
with the Yoda. And then with the Star Wars Pop-Tarts. And then it's right now, if you lived on Star Wars products, you'd probably survive because there's everything. Star Wars SpaghettiOs. What's up, Frankie?
Star Wars creamer. We have that at work.
Oh, yeah.
A coworker bought that for me. She's like, I bought it because you're a fucking nerd.
Loves you.
I think she likes you.
I want to know what flavor
not.
is that?
It was the C-3PO, and it was like a holiday flavor.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like peppermint or something.
Hazelnut.
What?
It was hazelnut.
Okay,
Hazelnut 3PO.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Because that's what C-3PO would taste like.
Yeah.
What do we think?
Ask R2-D2. What do you think?
Wah, wah.
Terrible. Why you gotta ruin my childhood, huh?
Well, BB-8 would be caramel. I mean, it's a neutral. No,
Yeah, see, this is totally going down the wrong. I love that. Gabriel, when you think about cosplay as far as setting a standard, and I know that there's a standard that needs to be set as far as being in the 501st or the Rebel Legion. How high are those standards?
First of all, I guess let me say in general, because a lot of people think we're snobs because of our standards, but being part of the cosplay community, I think cosplay is for fun. I mean, whatever you do, whatever it looks like, it's fun.
Right.
As long as you're having fun, it's good.
Yeah, I agree.
Our standards are very strict, and most of us who do build, we build exactly the way Ayala did back in 1976.
Awesome.
If it's not built the same way, the bolts aren't the same, the screws aren't the same, they're not in the same spot, you will not be approved.
Okay, so there's two questions that I'll try to jam pack in there. The first question is, how does one go about being a curator for such a thing? And two, where do you gather all this how do you gather all this information as far as where the bolts go?
It's all on our forums, and the Legion is really good at taking care of that. We have a library of everything. And
what website is that?
So it's 501st.com, and then you join a forum, and each costume has its own forum, and there's lots of people talking. It's just a big community for every costume.
Yeah.
It's his own community.
Yeah, I wandered on there actually. It's a whole threaded community. You get to see everybody talking about different ideas, sharing ideas. So it's a really cool social community that they have going on there.
It's actually really helpful too. I went to was it V4 or V3? Mm-hmm. And that's the Ventura Comic Con.
Okay.
Oh, C4. Sorry.
How long ago was this?
August.
This August?
Yes, and the Legion was there.
All right.
And they were actually really helpful. They gave me a pamphlet on how to do Jedi robes, and they actually directed me to who to email, who to contact, and so forth. The 501st did the same thing. They told me the standards, movie quality. Mm-hmm. It couldn't be clone because I guess that was all CGI. Am I right on that, April?
Well, there's standards for the clones. We actually were the first ones to make actual costumes, even though Lucas didn't. And then, so in the last movie, Lucasfilm, or George Lucas himself, gave us credit back for doing that. So when you see Anakin walk into the temple with the group of the blue soldiers, he named those the 501st Legion.
To execute Order 66?
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Huge shout out.
Wow.
So even though they didn't make costumes, we did, and we set a standard for them.
So you're canon in the movie then?
Yeah, so then we're canon.
That's really, really cool.
You're ejected from history. Sadly. Now, as far as maybe let's go into the Clone Trooper because that's kind of one of my favorites. Can you walk us through what you would do to create your maybe 5 minutes? Can you walk us through going from helmet to the suit, to what you wear underneath all of the armor? How does one go about assembling those pieces? Obviously, the helmet, the under armor, I would say, and then the plates that go over that. How do you get across all three of those things?
No, well, basically, the Under Armour is Under Armour, like the sportswear.
The sportswear, awesome.
Yeah, so we can breathe easily and not sweat to death.
Okay.
Most of our armor, especially the clone armor, is hand sculpted. The original will be hand sculpted, make a form, and then we vacuum form all the pieces.
Wow.
And then basically we have a giant full-scale model kit.
Okay, wow. And then you just apply those to the... fabric that you're wearing. And now the helmet, what about the helmet?
And then the helmet basically is the same
Molded?
way. It's just molded and either vacuum formed or cast in a rotocast resin, and then we go from that and build it, paint it.
And as far as like pricing and stuff, is that something you can go into right now as far as what we can expect?
I like to tell people when they want to join, you're gonna spend anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 per costume.
Oh wow!
And then
Time to
that's
start
just
selling blood.
and that's just the start. And then
And semen.
And semen.
Mixed together though.
And maybe shit if you can find the right guy. Just get anything,
We can find a guy.
anything you can expel out of your body.
Why?
Just try to sell it.
Why did I also say and semen though?
I don't know.
I'm the only girl in this room.
You know why? Because you got a business mentality on your mind. You know, like you're out to make money and see Star Wars.
Don't forget that sweet, sweet, sweet bone marrow.
That's true. That's where it's at. But you know, people are stupid and just donate it.
Yeah.
All dumb. What's up with
Dummies.
that? They don't they know they could get some sweet cash to donate a testicle? Jeez.
Oh,
I
my
know,
God.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
30,000.
That's not enough yet. I'm gonna wait until the market, saturates, until all the ball,
my God.
until the ball market dries up, and then you
Can
got
we
then.
get back to cosplay and stuff?
Wow. Wow.
Well, it has economical value to the cosplay, obviously.
If it pays for cosplay, it counts.
Yeah, you're gonna need at least one for a library of suits.
Wow.
Depends on weight.
So now, as far as like when you guys assemble, how do you, I guess, set up your mob? You guys mob a scene. Obviously, it's like we got to get all our clones in one place. How does the organization, pull
Organize
everybody
itself,
together? Yeah, organize
basically.
itself. To go to events, to go out to charities. If especially if they're going on every day, like that has to take some massive organization skills.
Yeah, we have. So each we're geographically separated into
Okay.
garrisons, like the military, and then we have our squads. We have leaders for squad leaders, base commanders. We're basically really organized exactly like the military.
Oh, wow.
And then we
Okay.
have forums where we have an event comes up. We have an event coordinator to make sure it's okay with Lucasfilm what we're doing, and then we sign up and we show up. We get details. It's really we've got it down.
Now, go ahead, Frankie.
I was gonna say, so has there been an event that Lucasfilm has said no to?
We have a lot of them that they say no to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to talk about those events that you've been like?
We
kicked
are
out of?
actually we are. We can, being the rep for the charity rep. I like to tell people why. There's reasons we don't
Yeah,
do
of
things.
course.
The number one reason is alcohol. Lucasfilm doesn't want to see their costumes or their intellectual
Asso-
property
associated
with anything like that.
Yeah.
Pictures. Do we do it? Yes, we do. We'll
No,
go,
no,
we
no.
go, we go to
No,
clubs. We go to clubs
It's
like
blue milk.
anybody does, dressed up, and we do stuff, but we use common sense and we don't
Okay. All
right.
do anything dumb while we're
Yeah,
in
obviously.
costume.
That's
Yeah.
good.
But
And you're on the job,
yeah,
basically.
when somebody wants us to do something, our events coordinator will go back and forth with that event and find out everything, and then from there we go.
Is
And
there
we-
an age restriction as far as members?
Yeah, you have to be 18 and over.
Okay.
Oh,
That
good.
makes a lot of sense. Helps. Self-selecting sample there. I had a great question to ask you right now. It kind of escaped me at the moment.
I have another one.
Yeah, go ahead. Ron.
Have
Take
you
it
met
over, Ron.
George himself?
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask.
No, I
Something
haven't.
like- I wanted to ask what, it's obviously given you a lot of opportunities that you wouldn't have had otherwise without, being with your love of Star Wars. What's to you the greatest thing that's happened to you so far as being in touch with this organization and events wise? What's at the top of your list?
The one thing that I've done that I have to say has been like the best moment in my life is
wow.
delivering Christmas presents
Oh.
to homeless kids out in the middle of nowhere.
Whoa.
And we were pulled on a sleigh by horses.
What?
And Santa was riding the horses, and we went from house to house in Norco.
Whoa.
And we
Wow.
gave gifts to poor kids who honestly weren't getting anything. And
Yeah.
the parents were crying. We were crying.
But you had your suits on, so you could be
it's,
cool.
it's one of those times where you have your helmet on, you're really happy you have the helmet on, because I think I cried like the whole night.
Oh,
wow,
But-
that's awesome.
That's like
crying right now.
one of the best things I think I've done. And about everything we do is just a bit of that. you
Yeah,
know?
just as beautiful
Yeah.
and meaningful.
Oh,
More than anything, just really meaningful. I really appreciate that all of you really get together and do that. Like, anytime I do that, anytime I hear about organizations like that, I'll often think, like, where would we be without people who didn't really just put themselves out there, set up organizations like that, burn the calories to get out there, wrangle some horses, wrangle a sleigh. Where the hell do you get a sleigh at?
Yeah.
Where'd you guys get a sleigh at?
Somebody donated their time.
Oh,
Somebody
wow.
had a sleigh.
That's awesome.
A Santa. Somebody who dressed
Slay
up like
Brothers.
Santa.
Slay Brothers down in Corona.
He gave up his time.
Slays and slays.
Slays and more. Frankie already asked if you met Lucas.
Yeah, no.
You had not.
Have you met anybody?
Anybody?
Of the cast?
Yeah, any kind of cast.
I've been basically like in the same rooms as a lot of people.
Oh, okay.
Not Star Wars, but I've met Stan Lee because of the 504.
Oh, nice.
My brothers got to escort him out to do signings at an event, and so we do meet people or see people or around people. We don't really like to say hey, because we're dressed up too.
Yeah.
So
Right.
but it's really fun.
Here's another question I have because it's something that I want to incorporate if I ever do a cosplay. I definitely want to do a clone kind of cosplay. Do you guys use any kind of like voice modulator from your suit to make it sound like you on the movie when they talk they have that? Do you guys invoke something like that modulates the voice?
Yeah, well, so most all of our suits have air conditioning. We have fans.
What?
have-
Oh my gosh!
Crazy.
We have mics.
Here we go.
So we can talk.
Okay. Amongst each other, like a.
just in general.
Okay.
So we can be heard out of the helmet.
Yeah.
Some of us have like kind of so we get like an ear system where we can hear outside very well. Some of us have an actual sound box that makes the clicking noise when we talk, like if it's a walkie-talkie, just like in the
awesome.
movie. So we have all sorts of weird things that we incorporate
you
into
just
the
can't like
costume.
make the noises
What's your-
yourself. Hello.
Oh, you're good.
I don't know if it's bad to ask, but what's your favorite little? Because everybody that's enjoys art, everybody that does something meaningful to them, they always love this small detail. What's your favorite detail that you've added to your cosplay? I guess your favorite cosplay, I would say, like something that you know about. It's something you did better than a lot of other people did. Maybe you got anything like that?
I don't think I can pinpoint anything other than I love my fans. I have more fans, more power to my fans than anybody does, and I basically can't hear anything once I have the helmet on because I like to have air.
Where
otherwise
are
I
the
freak out.
fans situated in the helmet?
Depending on the helmet that I'm wearing, most of the time they're either right behind my ears or right by my temples, pointing towards the lens so it doesn't fog up.
Wow. And then that keeps the air moving freely.
Yeah, and it keeps it circulating. It's basically still my hot air, but it keeps my lens from fogging up and making me blind.
a little bit fresher than it would be.
Sorry, how was Celebration to you, or how amazing was it? Because I know I was there. I believe Jaime, you were there too, right?
Yes.
And I was Obi-Wan. I don't know if you've seen me there.
I think I did. Yeah.
Well, I was
You're
just
quite
like,
the celebrity.
I think we talked about that at the geek thing, right?
Geeky
Yes, I
Awards?
think so, yeah, too.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, he was at the Geeky Awards.
So Celebration for me was, you're probably going to hate me, was way different than it probably was for most people.
Probably.
Because I had just done WonderCon 2 weeks before.
Me too.
And I was in charge of the booth, which means setting up the booth, breaking down the booth, being at the booth all day,
All
not
those
being able to use the
responsibilities.
restroom, eat. And then doing Celebration 2 weeks later, having to take sets, rent a truck, take stuff down there, be there when nobody else is there, and just go through the same thing over and over again. About Saturday, I think I was done and I went home, even though I had a pass. I went home and I stood at home for a while before going back Sunday to finish out the convention.
Oh, dang.
But it was awesome, but it just wasn't. It was like I was Star Wars overload.
It was just work.
It turns into work.
Yeah.
You had to like cleanse yourself from Star Wars that day. What do you do when you're not into Star Wars? I know Star Wars every day out. What's the one thing that gets your time outside of Star Wars?
My collection of figures. I collect Hot Toys 1/6 scale figures.
Oh my God, you do Hot Toys?
Yeah.
What can you describe? Can you describe that for Jaime? He doesn't know what that is. Can you?
What?
So it's
Figures.
They're 1/6 scale figures. Hot Toys is probably like the best company out there that does a reproduction of figures. They run about $300 a figure.
Oh my goodness.
Their detail
They're
is
They're
super
super detailed and super collectible.
And
They're like movie quality, but
Are they,
miniature.
I think I might. Do they sell them like at Frankenstein's? Usually?
Yes.
Okay, and they're like the really high quality statues. Oh wow, they're those. Those are awesome.
You know which one I like, ironically, is the Michael Jordans. They have this cool collection of Michael Jordans. They're just so hyper detailed. I think there's one where he's doing a dunk.
Explain how that's ironic.
It's ironic because we're talking about like superhero stuff. We're talking about Star Wars, and I'm
It's
talking.
the same thing.
He's a
It's
hero.
It's
He's
made by
saved the
Hot
Looney Tunes.
Toys. Yeah.
Not canon.
Really?
That's not canon. That's way canon, man.
Really?
No, I said I like to say ironic a lot. Like I like to say spoiler alert. So
Yeah. He's like, spoiler alert. I gotta go to the bathroom.
yeah, basically. But yeah, there's this one that I want where he's doing like a dunk, and there's the sweat beads on that figure, just awesome.
It's a Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it's Michael Jordan.
And how do they make like the sweat beads? Is it like acrylic or is it like hot glue gun?
I want to say it's acrylic. It looks hyper realistic. I don't know what they actually make. I haven't looked at it. Haven't looked into it. So, but I like the way it looks.
And if you could buy any one of the Hot Toys, I guess like that is the most expensive one. What is that? What is that at? Like, what's the most coveted Hot Toy?
Well, a lot of the older ones that
Yeah.
came out are probably the most expensive. Have like a Blade figure. It's like $1,000 if you can if
like-
you can find it.
Wesley Snipes
Yeah,
blade?
Wesley Snipes
What?
blade,
Yeah, they're
He's
nice.
coveted.
He needs that money too.
Yeah, he's like he went out and stole all of them,
I wish I could have bought those.
and then and is now
IRS.
he lets one go every. He sells one and then burns one, so it raises the
IRS
value.
has most of them.
Oh, on the boy like
Give him a
that.
break. Are there any events that the 501st or Rebel Legion are going to be a part of anytime soon that people can look forward to seeing you at anytime soon?
Well, I won't be there, but we will be at the Hollywood Christmas Parade.
Okay. Wow.
Marching?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Didn't they stop that for a little while and then they rebooted it, or has it been
parade,
continuously
or-
the parade? I thought the Christmas parade.
I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. But yeah, they were supposed to stop it for like a year or two or something. They lost funding or people lost interest in it and they
Yeah.
stopped it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. I'm glad you guys are going to be there. Hosting all that, and again, I really thank you for coming to the
No,
podcast
thank
and
you
being
for
on
having me.
here. Frankie, do you have any more questions about cosplay as far as getting details out for him and possibly our cosplay listeners that might want to?
I do. I was just gonna say, do you guys do outside? Does your company or your studio do outside of Star Wars universe or?
Yeah, we do everything.
Because I have a cool idea.
Can you explain your company?
So my shop is called Max's Sci-Fi Creation Shop. We created out of the need to make costumes for all the local people who are having trouble getting quality stuff
Quality cosplay
in the Star
custom.
Wars. Yeah, in the Star Wars community. So then
Okay.
from there, I branched out to where I got questions from other people
Nice.
for everything, and we do everything. We don't say no to anybody.
That's amazing.
wow.
So you can, and we have his Facebook. It's Facebook /Max's Sci-Fi Creation Shop, and then you can also find a lot of his pictures, a lot of his work, cosplay work that he's done at Scrapper 10422. That's the Instagram. Frankie.
Sorry to interrupt, but I did see a post on your Facebook. I want to say this weekend. Someone signed your helmet, and I think that was a pretty big moment, right?
Yeah, it was Steve Bloom, who is Zeb on the Star Wars Rebels cartoon.
Nice.
Signed an ATDP helmet that was donated by Kevin Weir, who created the costume for the cartoon. He gave me a kit for free. I built it for free. We donated
Wow.
it to social services for Combat Radio, who does a podcast too.
Nice.
And he had people from the cartoon sign it. And they're going to, I think, auction it off, and all the money goes to social services.
Wow. When's that
That's
happening? That's going to be happening.
That's going on, I think, right now.
Nice.
And December 5th, he has a big event in Valencia where they bring out like 700 kids and they feed them for free. And
Oh, that's
Free
so
food.
much charity. That's so great. Well, make sure, like I said, you can check it out at Max's Sci-Fi Creation Shop. Just maybe search that up, find that on Facebook. And then once again, he's on Instagram at Scrapper 10422. I want to move on a little bit now to The Walking Dead. Jaime,
Yes.
fill us in.
Oh my God, this season, whole bunch of up and downs.
Your heart rating, your heart levels are off
One
the
week
charts.
it's like shit hits the fan. Oh my God, what the fuck's gonna happen?
Is he or isn't he?
The following week, it's like a flashback that just kills the momentum.
I still haven't seen that one.
You don't need to.
Good.
It's
And
yeah,
what, so
you
what
really
are
don't
we
need
at?
to.
Where are we at now? Where are we at?
Well,
What can you give away without ruining stuff? But honestly, by the time this podcast airs, if you didn't see that stuff, then I don't think it counts as spoilers.
It's the episode before the mid-season finale, so
yeah, I believe so. And even right now, I still don't know what's going on. Like, I know things are getting really intense in Alexandria right now.
Okay, so that's the last time that we talked about Walking Dead. I think it was about maybe 2 casts ago.
yeah, two
It was
casts.
about 2 casts ago. We maybe discussed Glenn's sticky situation.
Yeah, about
So-
that.
So, Ken, is it
Spoiler
okay?
alert,
Is it
anyone
okay?
that hasn't seen it, earmuffs,
Can we? We're all right.
spoilers
Okay.
in 3, 2,
Cover your ears,
One.
kids.
Send the kids to bed.
he's alive.
All right.
Glenn is alive.
I
Cop out.
I won $5. Now, did they do it tastefully?
They made the situation kind of open-ended when it first happened.
Okay.
Everyone thought like, oh, he's dead, he's ripped apart.
Yeah.
But then they revealed a few episodes later
That
how it happened.
we were right on the
Yes.
podcast.
Nerdbot made the prediction.
So who was right on the prediction?
That was
Remember?
Brian, I believe.
Oh, Brian made that
Shout
call.
out to
Oh
Brian.
yeah, shout out to
Yeah.
Brian. Brian was here maybe like 2 casts ago. He actually flew in here to be here for Kamikaze
to reveal that prediction.
and reveal that prediction.
That's dedication.
Yeah, we put our full faith in Brian now.
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
as of this moment, he is the person that will tell us the lottery, winning ticket
Numbers.
Yeah,
Because the person on Nerdbot that posts those horrible Walking Dead spoilers is just so off all the time.
Sick
yeah.
man.
There you go. Elaborate a little bit on that.
On the spoilers?
The fact that Brian was right, not the spoilers. I don't want to elaborate on that.
gonna say,
You are the spoiler.
What?
Continue
No, I'm not.
spoiling for me.
Okay, so
Spoil for me, young boy.
turns out
No.
that Nicholas, the guy who shot himself at the moment when
Survived. He survived.
Nope. He shot
Oh,
himself.
surprise, surprise.
Yep.
Oh,
Shot
okay.
himself. Fell on Glenn. Glenn was somehow able to make it under the dumpster.
Nice.
So I guess it was just a very high dumpster.
Super high dumpster.
Yeah. So it goes over
Yeah.
speed bumps easier.
Like yeah.
In my area of expertise, we call this a cop out. That's
That's
what we
true.
call
Like
it.
the dream sequence kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like a dream sequence, or because people got so much backlash from Beth, who I don't care about, dying last year.
Oh, she did nothing.
That they're afraid of that backlash from Glenn, so they're like, you know what, cop out. He's underneath the dumpster.
So, and what else? I mean, like, how did he get out of that though? Like, I mean, if he's under the dumpster,
So
the
he
zombies
made it
can't-
on the dumpster, then the zombies were reaching for him. He starts stabbing the zombies in the head.
Okay.
So basically, all the dead zombies
Cover
created a barrier.
Yeah.
So that the other zombies can't reach him.
As zombies will do.
And then, eventually they all kind of just
Wandered
lost
off.
interest and walked away.
Sounds like the story of Tally on South Park. It's just kind of got high and walked away.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Wandered off.
Basically, and he just slept underneath that dumpster and woke up and cleared himself off. And that stranger girl came by.
Enid.
Yeah, she came
The
by. and was
little
like,
runaway.
hey, Glenn, how you doing?
Here's some water. Oops, dropped it.
Well, was it like he walked out of the dumpster as soon as
Yeah.
she was walking by? Oh, hi. This is
much.
highly convenient.
Yeah. She just threw him some water.
Well, Frankie, don't you read the comic books? Aren't you?
None of this happened.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Lash
know how
out.
far the
Can
show
you
goes
can you
from the actual
can you
comic
unleash
book.
some nerd rage on this through your comic
I'm
books?
not really mad at this because this never happened in the comics. So
Oh, okay, so it's a good twist for you.
yeah, if Glenn had died, I would have been more upset because the way he actually dies in the comics is.
Are
way
you not
better.
entertained?
Spoiler.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah, this is actually a spoiler. So he'll die probably next season because of the character they're bringing in, who was just cast last week. Negan, he's coming by, and he's gonna fuck shit up.
Oh yeah, he's the Wesker.
No, he's like he's more of like the Joker. He's just chaos, but he's organized chaos though.
He's just watching the world burn.
Yeah.
Some men want to watch the world burn.
But he has like he has his own rules though, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So is he like an anti-Rick?
Yes, and he also I don't know if they'll do this in the show, but let's just say he does stuff with an iron to people's bodies, and that's gonna be really nasty, really cool to watch on TV.
Well, I guess it almost seems like
Steaming hot.
Like they added this scene to kind of just build you up on Glenn, like develop a closer relationship with this character before they totally gut you and kill him off on the next one.
Well,
like they did to Chris. What is it?
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. Little Chris Rock.
Everyone ate Chris.
Yeah. You win the internet today, my friend. Points. Points.
Actually, he was the one that created that.
Oh, there you go.
Shout out, Chris Hardwick.
Yeah, stolen shout out. We're gonna get sued by Chris Hardwick. Hope you're happy.
He's cool.
Then we're gonna have to have 501st come in and help us out. You,
as long as it's for charity.
Gabriel, are you into Walking Dead at all?
Not at all.
What
Good.
what
Don't have time.
What shows do you watch? More or less when you go?
If I watch anything, I watch cartoons. I watch Gravity Falls.
Look at that. Uh-oh.
You just made a whole bunch of best friends right now.
Yeah, you just made Elicia and Frankie ovulate right now.
That's really the only thing.
All right, well, Frankie's about to flag down an airplane talk.
So I'm upset about this, but there's only 2 episodes left, man.
Yeah, it's the last.
One of the best shows on TV, and God,
So 2 seasons.
No,
Only,
it's
is it?
about 5
Seasons? No.
Or was it 3?
It's only. I think this is the 3rd one.
Okay, yeah, and they're just gonna end it.
And that's
on a high note.
that's the director's plan though. Like it's kind of
Yeah, the creator's plan.
the creator's plan.
That was Disney. Disney just decided to pull the plug.
They don't.
This was supposed to be the season finale.
But they don't just pull the plug on something that
Yeah,
makes
they do.
money. That makes money.
Okay.
No, yeah, they do.
No, that's why they're making more Star Wars movies. Am I
No,
right?
that's why they shut off that Star Wars Clone Wars show.
Okay,
It
so
ended. It was a story. It has to end.
but that's the whole point is that if you've been watching the show, there has been a build up towards this.
Yeah, and if you
it
don't,
really if you don't watch it, you don't understand. But if you've been watching it,
Yeah.
I know you have, and I know you
Because
have
it's all a
watching
mystery.
The mystery shack is a mystery shack.
The mystery
for a
I
reason.
think it should go on longer.
It's
though.
pretty close to
Shaq's
where
mystery,
you
then?
know everything already.
Exactly, and that's why
we know who Bill is. And
yeah, exactly. We know it's gonna end.
Yeah, but it was the build up to it. All the little secrets and little hidden things within the show.
yeah,
Usually when the show is
context.
yes,
Yeah.
when the show's pulled though, usually you get a season, or you
Before.
get at
You
least
get a
5
you don't-
episodes.
Yeah, you get a what the fuck? Why didn't they finish the story? You know,
you don't get just 2 episodes.
Why
Like
didn't Jim and Pam get married? What's up, Alicia?
Jim and Pam.
This is not an adult show. Remember, this is cartoons. We're talking about little kids. So for little kids, they had to know this was
Like
going to
us.
happen for a long time.
No, that's actually been the opposite though, because usually with kids shows they try to just extend it as long as they can,
Dude.
create new characters, make new toys. It's always been a toy bump. So now you're actually seeing a change in the format. They're making just stories that are actually really good. The director's just going to make a new story and make it
Maybe-
really great.
I don't know. Maybe I think it's also because the kids, for us, when we were younger, that's how it was.
Oh, yeah, but we
now
get
kids,
older.
And now we're adults and we're looking at this from a different perspective. And kids nowadays are not the way that we were.
Yeah.
And they don't look at that. So now they've been building up this show that they knew it
you're
was going
right.
to end here.
It's probably
and so
better-
now they have to do this.
It's probably better that they end it instead of just keeping
continuing.
Right.
continuing it going and us wondering why the hell Ash keeps giving away all his Pokemon.
Yeah, but the thing is that when we were kids, I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but our shows really didn't have story.
No.
The only story that we had was Polly Simpsons and now South Park.
Dude,
but
That's
now
Simpsons
it's like
isn't
That's
even
because
really a long
shows
story.
shows back then were centered around the toys. Ninja Turtles were
Yeah.
created as toys first.
oh yeah, and I got all of them.
Even their enemies in the shows were created first as toys, and they wrote stories
Oh,
around
of
the
course,
toys.
Yeah,
Power
But
Rangers.
this is really awesome because the stories are actually good, and there is no merchandise. If you go to Disneyland, there's no merchandise for Gravity Falls.
Well, yeah, that's true. Well, that's what I'm saying. You're seeing a change in format now, where you're seeing like it's more about the story, and they understand that, because what's the point of keeping a story going when the kid's just gonna go to high school and not care about cartoons anymore? You got to really
Gravity Falls high school style.
Yeah, honestly, the only show that ever did that when I was young was Mighty Max. It was a show based on like the opposite of a Polly Pocket, which was a small toy that you could take everywhere you go. For boys. Yeah, so. And that show actually had an ending, and I remember watching it, and that was like the first time I ever watched the ending of a show and went like, what am I gonna do with my life now? Because you're so invested in it, you don't ever think about the Simpsons ending, and then of course you get like a show like The Office or something later on in life, like where you're into a show start to end, you realize there's life outside of a show. But speaking of not having a life outside of a show, Elicia is a big Doctor Who fan.
Whovian, not Doctor Who fan. It's called a Whovian.
No, a Whovian would be if you live in Who.
No, stop. That's a Who.
Thank you very much.
That's very offensive.
To us Whovians, that's...
Yeah, and if you were a Who went to 7 years of doctor school, you'd be a Doctor Who.
No.
Am I right?
No.
Am I right?
Yeah,
that's all
true.
you need.
If
he has a PhD, he could be a judge and still be a doctor.
But he won't be the doctor.
Thank you.
Nah.
Okay,
there you
you're
go.
not born in
No, see, now you're
California.
talking about the doctor. I don't know you guys were talking about the doctor
Hey,
itself.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Whovian lives matter.
Okay. Well, we're about to find out. Alicia, why should I buy Doctor Who Legos? You tell me that.
Oh my God.
Let her speak. Let her speak.
Which is going to be coming out pretty soon, by the way.
December
Lego.
1st.
December 1st. She's
December
watching
1st.
it. We'll probably actually do a Nerdbot Lego build here, so if we can get
I'm
our Lego
keeping the
build section
TARDIS.
coming up. You what?
You're
Yeah.
retarded.
Okay.
Yeah, explain the show for me.
First of all, the TARDIS is bigger on the inside. That's why you should just get the Lego set. Okay, that's the first thing.
That's a lot of Legos.
I wish. It's a never-ending box.
But no, you should watch the show just because, in terms of like as a human race, as a people, we're always looking, or in my eyes, we're always looking to try to figure out why we are the way that we are and why we're looking to try to help people or figure out why we're trying to be the better person or bigger people or whatever. And that's
The deeper questions in life.
yeah, the deeper questions. And really, I feel like that's what the Doctor is doing.
Mm-hmm.
He, in the beginning, really, of the recreation of the series,
Mm-hmm.
he is one character. And through the last 10 years of his development,
Mm-hmm.
he learns more and more about himself and learns more about...
He grows.
He does. And, like, when you really learn about his own history, about how he thought he destroyed his people, and then on the 50-year anniversary...
Kal-El.
He
Oh my God.
came back and with the other generations of
Incarnations.
himself.
Was reborn on the third day.
Well, he regenerates himself, and he came back with 2 other regenerations of himself, and then found his people and learned that he didn't actually have to
Spoiler
destroy
alert.
the. Oh yeah.
It's been 2 years.
I know, yeah. If you're not on this train,
no. But he learned that he didn't have to do that, and like he just grows as a person, and he tries to really help other people and look outside of who you are, planets and universes all over the entire world. Like, I don't know. For me, as a person who is, for a person who kind of can be really, really self-conscious about a lot of things, it's a person who has nobody else in the world can really identify with other people who are completely, totally opposite of him. Like, it's a great way to, like, look outside yourself and see
It sounds like
great.
it's not for me, I guess. Is what
No,
I'm
it should be.
It should be. Every nerd in the
No,
world,
yeah, I love
for,
that.
for
I love
anybody who feels like they're
Yeah.
out of place in anything, it's a great show.
It sounds like if we combine like Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson and like what's the guy who is Neil Patrick Stewart? Wait,
Neil
I'm
Patrick
combining.
Stewart? You mean Patrick Stewart?
Not Harris. Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart, I suppose.
Well, here's
They're
the
just
thing.
combining really great, eloquent minds and putting them all together in
Except
a show.
for-
It makes you think.
With a goofy guy in it, though. But here's the thing.
He's goofy?
Yeah,
He's really-
sometimes.
okay, that's cool.
With Doctor Who, it's
Yeah.
really off the wall. It's really strange. But
Okay.
why I love Doctor Who is because in certain shows or other shows, they won't have consequences. And the thing is that every episode, every season, every series, throughout the whole series of the run of Doctor Who is he'll do something in season 8, and then in season 9 he's still horrified from what he did. The consequences are still there. He still misses the companions. Like
Yep.
it's like life.
It really, really
Yeah.
is. It's totally life. And his concept time is, for him, is not exactly what he says is from a non-linear, non-subjective point of view, time is more like a ball. It's wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. That's literally what he says. And so everything he goes through in his timeline, it goes back and forth.
And what's cool is, what I think of and what I think is that some of the stories you could watch it out of order because it doesn't matter because he's a time traveler. If you travel through time in different dimensions, it's happening whenever, whoever, however.
Yeah. Turtles in Time, we know.
Yep.
Turtles in Time.
Yes.
It all.
He meets his wife 4 or 5 times throughout, a bunch of seasons.
Yeah.
And sometimes he has no idea who she is.
That's cool.
And
That's kind of creepy.
That's how you keep it. You keep it fresh too. That's how you keep it fresh. She left
keep that
out.
spark alive,
Yeah, keeps the spark alive like
be a
real
different person.
alive.
Yeah.
There you go.
He traveled with his mother-in-law for years before he even
Knew who she was.
All right, that's getting a little taboo now,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
I don't know about all that business.
Okay.
How long have you been a fan of Doctor Who? Because I understand that it's. I'm gonna go. All right, I'll find a new avenue, but I'm not gonna subject to Whovian either.
You need to say
I'm
Whovian.
nonconformist in such a way.
No.
Wow, you're such a
How
time
long?
lord. You're such a master.
How long?
Oh my God,
I'm a
yeah.
master of my words. How long have you
Doesn't get it.
been enamored with the fantasy land that is Doctor Who?
Actually, probably since David Tennant came around. So
Okay.
Which
Explain which
was
one.
when?
Which stat is this?
probably.
That's 8 years ago.
Yeah. No. I'd probably say maybe the second or third season of David
Yeah,
Tennant.
I took away one season.
Yes.
Gabriel, what do you know about Doctor Who?
I used to watch it way back. When it was,
Way back
like a long time when I was really young.
when you couldn't record it and watch it
So on
later.
PBS.
20 years ago.
Like
Yeah.
BBC, like real
Yeah, like
BBC.
Oh, real BBC?
20-something years ago. And
Oh, wow.
Dang.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to really see it other than like hear their scene episode, and it's
Yeah.
still interesting.
Did you like Did you liked it a lot then?
Yeah,
Like, you were
I
super
liked it a lot then, even though it was really Britishy, and
The comedy's
yeah.
super British.
And now it's still kind of the same, but it's,
Hello, I'm Doctor
it's,
Who.
it's
It's
still
all wiggly woggly woobly doo.
No, but I wish they had a
It's
doctor
the
like that.
universe.
Oh my
I
god.
really liked it. I love the way Einstein would be loving his theories of relativity, getting all jacked. It's woobledy woo, and the world goes around it. Get out of my face.
Let's put a bow tie on this one.
Yeah, Lee, what do you want to say?
No, okay, so if
You don't
anybody...
have to defend it. I'm just being an asshole.
No, that's
regardless.
hilarious.
That's all
Because
I do.
really, if you guys watch, if you can go back and
make
watch
fun
the
of themselves.
old,
Yeah. I get-
if you can go
I get
back,
a few
if you
chances
watch
to be
the
British.
old Doctor Who,
Yeah.
like the
Like how far
original
back?
season 4.
Okay.
Okay, so
Season
it started
4.
in 1963.
BC.
Yes.
Okay, so
Well, he's a time traveler, so maybe.
yeah. Well, there are. Wait, I can't get into that much detail. But anyway, in season 4 of the Doctor, like some of the old ones, he's so hilarious. But the season 4 Doctor, like he would
He's
watch
the
you trip
best.
and fall and look at you and just be like, "Really, dude?" Like point and laugh. Like he is hilarious.
Because he knew it was going to happen, and he traveled to that time to make sure that he saw it.
Guys, the funniest one ever. Like when you watch the older ones
Yeah.
compared to the newer ones, the comedy is different. You know, of course,
Yeah.
the special effects and stuff.
It was
but
more of a kids show.
They're
it
funnier
was
now.
like it now exactly. We look at it in special effects because they're so different. It was
Yeah.
just comedy back then.
Yeah.
Like it was just
A lot of
hilarious.
romping humor.
But I think that's what I liked about the older show. Like, it's more like
Campy?
the original Star Trek.
It was
Yeah.
campy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
was
Or
campy
Batman
like
the
that.
series.
I like,
there's
yeah,
the
the
Adam
Batman,
West.
the Adam West, yeah.
The classic.
What was his name? The Joker.
Caesar
Caesar
Romero.
Caesar Romero. Yeah, Caesar Romero.
Burt Ward.
What's
Eartha
the other
Kitt.
one? Yeah, there you go.
Vincent
Wow.
Price.
Ooh, at least
Oh,
you like
Vincent
someone.
Price.
Oh yes,
That's
I
AK.
do.
Oh, shit.
I have a
So here we
question
go.
for
Oh, yeah.
Alicia.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I just started watching Jessica Jones, and you might be upset with that show. How's your feels about David Tennant and being just this? I'm not gonna spoil it or nothing, but just being this despicable, creepy mother effer as the Purple
David?
Man.
Who's David Tennant?
He is the 10th Doctor, the one she
Okay.
loves.
Okay.
Okay, yes. So I love David Tennant as a
He's
Doctor.
the guy with the sideburns.
Okay.
He has a bird face.
Oh, the nut. He's the
No.
guy with the nose.
They all have noses.
Sorry, Matt Smith has the bird face. He's the one that all the
Yeah.
girls love.
He's the one that says Geronimo.
Yeah,
God.
he's the guy that he wears the collared shirts. He wears the collared shirts. Go ahead.
No, he's the one who has a pinstripe brown suit, blue tie.
That's
Which
what I
shot?
just said. Continue.
So anyway, so I've heard a lot of like different opinions on it. Like some
Right.
people said they loved him in it, and
Right.
some people they said that completely destroyed their like
he's-
pristine image of him in as the Doctor,
Well,
and
he's
that's why
good.
I didn't watch it.
The reason why that people say that is because his accent is the same accent he uses as the Doctor. So it's like, well, he's doing all this like this,
Hello,
It's a-
Jessica Jones.
It's a different show,
Jessica.
though.
Jessica.
And is he dressed like the Doctor in it too?
You know, he wears really expensive suits. He's
What's his character in the show?
It's an alternate
Purple Man.
universe, so you could assume it's him in an alternate
It can
universe.
be.
I'm purple.
And then
He's
one
a
day they're gonna do a
dick.
crossover and make fun of it. Like, I can't believe I was in this universe at one point.
And see, the sad part is
That could
Stephen
happen.
Moffat. Exactly,
Yeah.
Stephen Moffat loves to kill people and bring them back and whatever. Like
Yeah,
he's that
it's
nutso,
fun.
and I don't like that. Like he would do something like that.
You're no
and-
fun.
You want them to stay
You don't
there.
like killing people. You're no fun.
the thing is that the Purple Man doesn't just kill people. He literally fucks their brains. Like he doesn't.
Well,
Yeah.
not literally.
Not literally.
Very,
but
very, very figuratively.
Here's the rundown of the show.
Eye
without
socket.
spoiling.
That's all I gotta say.
It's a PTSD, which is really important to talk about nowadays because
Yeah.
I was in the military and I seen friends suffer through it.
Yeah.
It's also about
It's a big deal.
abusive relationships, and how people go along with their lives after abuse. Like they set up, which I thought was really brave and really good, that they set up a counseling group for these men and women. I didn't see the children, but go through therapy because of the abuse that the Purple Man puts them through. And I highly suggest to watch this show. But if you're really sensitive to a lot of topics that we're sensitive to today, I wouldn't watch it. I would watch it with a friend. I would
I
watch
think
it
but
with a parent.
I think that's the point, though. Like, it's a sensitive topic,
Right.
and that's why you have to get.
But you don't
involved in
expect that from Marvel, though. Like
That's true.
the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, does not
Yeah.
have these topics. It's really hoity-toity, rainbows, Iron Man saves the world.
Yeah.
Iron Man wasn't there to save Jessica. And that's the heartbreaking part. In the comics, that happens. She's actually part of the Avengers, and she's gone for, this doesn't happen in the movie. Nope.
Spoiler alert.
For the comics. This doesn't happen in...
You got to think about your fellow comic nerds, my
I
friend.
know.
Okay,
I'm
you're
sorry,
the comic.
boys.
You're gonna get some angry emails at you
No,
right now.
really, this has been out for about 10 years, so here's the thing.
Well, somebody's gonna send you a printed dot matrix in the mail very soon, my friend.
I really hope so. What happens is she's gone. She's kidnapped for 7 months in the comics, and she's an Avenger. And when she comes back, the Avengers don't give a shit about her and didn't even know she was missing. And some horrible stuff. I'm really passionate. Some horrible stuff did happen to her, and they don't give a fuck.
She lost the contact, and nobody helped her. Nobody.
Yeah. Well, it's more than worse than a contact, but yeah.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's what the show's
absolutely horrible.
about.
Damn.
Is how she coped by herself.
Wednesdays at 5, everybody. You can find
Waste your life on Netflix on the show. It is
Oh, wow.
awesome.
Say that's Jessica Jones.
Yes.
That's the show I've been hearing about. It's all sad and mopey.
Yeah.
It's like a My Chemical Romance show.
We're gonna have to hug afterwards.
Okay, I see the pain. Like, you can't see Frankie
We're
right
gonna
now,
start a
but there
therapy
are
group.
tears running down his face.
Dude, there's this one scene. I'm not even gonna describe it, but
Oh.
I have nieces and nephews, and I was like, I don't feel comfortable.
Okay.
I just don't.
Well, your vague description is still discomforting right now. To
Yeah,
me.
I-
Alicia, what were you gonna say before your face was disgust? Watch it over.
Okay, so they left Jessica Jones. She got like kidnapped or
Yeah,
whatever,
she
and they-
got taken because here's the, this is not spoilers, but the Purple Man can manipulate people, but no, that's a spoiler. I'm not gonna say it.
Purple
But he can
Man.
manipulate people by saying something like, "Go kick a cat,"
Okay.
and you would go kick a cat. So he would have her do certain things.
Jedi mind trick.
Yes, but really nasty.
Go make me a sandwich.
Yes, Alicia, like that, because I seen you cover your mouth. I'll buy, because I've been wanting to buy it. I'll buy Alias volume 1 through 4.
And Walias.
And I'll read it, and then you'll read it, and you'll see what I'm saying.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah, I was
okay.
just trying to understand like
Yeah.
how does David Tennant in like how does he play out in this? And now it make me feel like
Yeah.
no, I
He's
don't
her
wanna,
David Gray or what is it?
Dorian.
whatever.
Dorian Gray. Yeah, no,
something
now
Gray.
I don't want to watch it. Even though I really want to watch the show, I don't want to kill my image because David Tennant is, the Doctor.
Super quick, I want to circle back on something. I started thinking about this when you guys started talking about killing, but I forgot to ask Gabriel Flores about weapons. As far as like when you have to
good question.
when you have to build a blaster, that's something. Sorry to totally derail us from Doctor Who,
No,
but I
that
didn't
was
want
good.
I
That
didn't
was
want to. I wanted to take us out from underneath the waterfall of spoilers that was coming out.
While we mop up Frankie's
While we
tears.
mop up Frankie's tears. But that was that. Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
But that. Yeah,
Thanks,
and I
bro.
wanted to make sure I covered that super quick because there might be. That's kind of the other half of being a trooper is having a good blaster. So what can you say about the blasters and the accuracy? What should people look out for?
Well, the blasters that we do are the same as the ones they use, and they're mostly all World War II replicas. And,
What?
and that's what most of the guns in the movie
It's
were
like
based
a
off
British
of.
gunner, isn't
Yeah,
it?
they're different guns. They're the Sterling, the MG34, a lot
Okay.
of Nazi guns. So
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Stormtroopers are
Yeah.
Nazis.
It's
Yeah.
funny that you bring it up though,
Yeah.
because just this morning, Lucasfilm told us that we can't use weapons at any events anymore until further notice because of what happened in Paris.
Oh wow. That's
Well,
good. That's It's
Even
better to be safe.
lightsabers?
They haven't really clarified on that, but
sure
but
lights-
anything that looks like a gun.
Yeah,
cannot be
basically.
used.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you get what we're getting at.
Yeah.
Jaime.
Yeah.
All right.
Just gotta clarify.
Just
man.
leave your blasters at home, bro. I don't even know why you brought the one you're wearing right now. How dare you, sir?
I don't trust some people in here, Frankie.
Well, now,
Hey.
well, I need to forget about that super quick and talk about Miss E's treats super quick. 'Cause I wanted to bring them up. They're super dilly. Super
Yummy.
dilly. They
Like
were actually
deli
at the
or-
deli, like delicious.
Oh.
I hyphenate things to save time, but of course it ruins it when people have to ask, like you, Frankie.
Now you gotta explain
Thank
it.
you.
And just,
Thank you for sucking life out of me.
You're
All right.
welcome.
well, at least it's just
No.
life.
How long have you been? How long have you been trying to get Miss E's treats going? And at this point now that you've got kind of a business setup going.
I started really doing really the business side about 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I bake out of my house.
Nice.
And then my oven broke.
Uh-oh.
What?
no.
Your easy bake oven?
The easy baker. I really
Bowl, bro?
Just change the light bulb.
Yeah, and so I had to step back.
no.
And then I had to really work on getting everything fixed. So it's really at the cosplay meetup last week it was?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
excuse me. That was kind of my relaunch, and I wanted to open up and show everybody, give everybody some treats at the event.
Well,
I made
thank
the
you for
cheesecakes.
thank you for bringing that.
Those cookie
the
sandwiches,
the last 3 times you've brought things is always been delicious.
Let me
so
say
really
this.
thank you for that.
People love them.
They do.
At the meetup, people were like, "Oh my god, how do I make this? Or how do I buy this? I need
Yeah.
this now in my life."
What if, hey, she does the Nerdbot mixology videos. What if you did Nerdbot baking videos?
Ooh.
I would love to do that.
That would be really cool. We're gonna
What
talk
type of
to the,
nerd-related baked goods can you think of
obvious,
right now?
I could think of at least one that'd be blue colored.
And what would that be?
TARDIS cookies.
No Smurf cookies, obviously.
Yeah. Oh my god, that gave me a good idea. Yeah, you know what we can do? Because the Smurfs are French, we can, if we wanted to, do a charity thing off it.
Oh my God,
Because of
totes.
Paris, yeah.
But why wouldn't you just use Doctor Who, which is something
Because
that
he's
she
not
loves?
He's not
French.
French.
But he's from Europe.
Sacre bleu.
He's like
He's
next
from
door.
England.
They're
They don't care.
allies.
No, they don't care.
We helped each other in World War II, brah.
So let's go back to the Smurfs.
Yeah,
Those
advertise,
sweet
please.
sweets.
Well, if we did something, I would totally be into
Yeah.
that.
How can people find your treats? How can people get a hold of you on social media?
You can find me facebook.com/Miss E's Treats. You can also find me. It's a little bit more difficult to find me on Instagram. It's _bronze_beauty because it's a little bit more difficult.
That's all that was left. Is put an underscore.
14.
I can't think of how many times underscore has saved me on my password entries, everywhere you go.
But my thing is that I specialize, I do, everything is really cutesy and it's very pin-up-y, and I always deliver, all of my things are hand-delivered, and I'm very pin-up-y. That's why all of my cosplay things are pin-up styled.
Nice. Well, and at the last event you made a Nerdbot pinup costume. That was really cool.
Yeah.
So that was in. You had to get a new shirt. Did you already get your new Nerdbot shirt?
Yeah, I got my new shirt. It's gonna be on the new drink video.
Before it's on
So
a
check
new,
it out.
before it gets on a new dress. That's the next.
Yes, because it definitely will be on a new outfit.
That's so awesome. I like that you did that. I think that was like a cool twist, and it says a lot about your dedication. So that was
Yeah.
really cool too. And thanks for bringing the treats again. That's really cool.
Yeah,
I
and
have a question though.
Yeah, go for it, Jaime.
So what does
Last
Miss
question,
E's treats like? What's the menu? What can you do?
Yeah.
Okay, so I specialize in customized cupcakes, but I do dessert bars. For example, like I did butterscotch blondies, which are
Butterscotch. Hashtag.
Andres. Shout out to
Shout
Andres
out.
Butterscotch.
Butterscotch.
Go ahead.
So butterscotch blondies are a type of brownies, but they're a dessert bar. So I also do strawberry brownies, red velvet brownies, lemon brownies. I do cookie sandwiches. So any kind of take on a Oreo sandwich.
Please speak slower.
Gabriel is hungry, and
You know what I want? Can you do? Oh my God! It would be like a cheesecake cupcake. That would be awesome.
Actually, I do. I do
Wow.
any kind of flavor of mini cheesecakes. I do actually a really, really good cheesecake brownie mini that has a fresh whipped cream on top.
fancy.
So it's really almost anything that you want, but I have like basic categories like mini cheesecakes, dessert bars, and cookies.
Is there any kind of price point you can give out just super quick for people to kind of know about?
Yes. So general cupcakes are $2 a piece. Specialties are $2.50, and the same goes with cheesecakes. So cheesecakes are generally $2.25 a piece, and for specialty ones are $2.25.
There you go.
For the dozens, they are just a little bit cheaper, but generally that's how it goes.
And we send our orders through the Instagrams and through the Facebooks.
Yes. It's easier to reach me though on miss.e.glitter
Okay.
at gmail.com.
Awesome.
Damn glitter.
Yeah. I love glitter and everything.
Sticks to you. Well, I want to thank everybody for being here today. I want to thank Gabriel Flores for being here on behalf of the 501st and sharing and Rebel Legion and sharing all his tips and secrets for all the cosplayers. I'm sure they're going to appreciate that. So thanks for being here.
Well, thank
Look
you
'em
for
up.
having me.
Yeah, and I hope you can come back again soon. We're gonna you can look him up at Facebook, Max Sci-Fi Creation Shop, and like I said again, at Scrapper10422 on Instagram. Anything else we can look forward to? Anything else you want to plug before we close out the show?
No, just that, and I'll be back whenever you invite me again.
Excellent. Thanks
For
a lot.
sure.
I
Probably
appreciate
See you
that.
tomorrow.
Frankie, I think you got an article up. I think you do.
I do.
On
Just-
Nerdbot.com.
Yes, just to explain how to replace a character
There you
and
go.
not just shoehorn someone in.
Uh-oh.
And also, my Seasons of the Force review will be up there. And I was gonna say before I interrupted, sorry, is
Yourself.
that a great time would be to have Gabriel back would be after we watch a little movie.
Oh yeah, there might be
Yeah.
something kind of happening in December.
Yeah, December 18th, I think. It's not too big. It
That's
hasn't
not-
broke records.
Something small.
What is it? I don't
I don't know. It's like
The Golden
Star
Girls.
Trek 10.
Something. Golden Girls reunion episode.
Rafa Petty.
Hi, man. You got anything to plug that's going to be on their Nerdbot site?
Yeah. Recently, I just did an article about how Link from The Legend of Zelda is secretly a Nazi.
Wow. Did you really
I
make
connected
that?
it.
Oh,
Pieces
all
are
right.
all
So we
there.
got the fan theory. It's all in here.
the
Somehow it's connected to Al Qaeda. I don't know. So you're gonna have to check it
look it
out. You're gonna have to check it out. Alicia, I think you have an article up too recently, right, about Doctor Who?
So great.
I do, but I have actually after that I'm gonna have my first review of a con.
Okay. Oh, excellent.
awesome.
So you can look
because-
forward to that.
Yes, my very first con I went to Kamikaze and I'd never experienced anything. It was so awesome.
Excellent. So
That's
you can
gonna
look
be
forward to
coming out.
that on nerdbot.com, and you can look forward to my reviews on some Lego stuff and some videos I'm going to be having out too on nerdbot.com and also on Another Brick Studio. I want to thank again everybody for being here. Gabriel, Frankie, Jaime, and Elicia. And thanks for being here for the Nerdbot podcast.
You're
Nerdbot Media, check
You're
us out.
welcome.
Nerd Side of Life.
Good night.